How you doing, guys? GoreTCG here. Today I'm gonna bring you another deck profile. This is the deck I used last tournament. I got first place. Sadly, I didn't get any footage because we were doing best of 3, and my computer and camera doesn't last too long. And well, the store manager didn't really want to stay until too long. So we just decided not to record the games, which I had some of the games because they are very interesting for sure. But yeah, we were doing best of 3 in the last tournament. I played against Black and White first round. I 2-0. Second round I played against Mono. I was a little bit impressed that I was playing against Mono, but same thing. This deck did pretty well. And last game I was playing against like an anti-meta Abyss control ish. They were playing Neptus, and yeah, it was being a little bit annoying for sure. And for sure I'm pretty sure they had the game in the bag if it wasn't for Neptus just whiffing there and just hitting a bunch of spells. But yeah, other than that, yeah, this deck is amazing, and I'm pretty sure this is the deck I will bring to Summerfest, and the deck that pretty much a lot of people will play in this way. I don't see any room for improvement. I don't see any secret tech to be played, to be honest. The deck is super consistent. I feel like this is going to be the best cookie cutter deck list, so yeah, use my deck profile as a reference. But I'm pretty sure the majority of the people will be playing something very similar to me, so yeah. Anyways, let me start with the evolved deck. So I'm gonna put the main deck aside. So starting off, all 3 Vanias. I did went into both sides, so but half of the times you're going to go into the blood, the majority of the times. So yeah, this card, it's amazing. Both are insanely good. If you open one Vania, you're pretty much set. So yeah, especially the draw 1, discard 1, start filling your graveyard with vampires. It's super amazing, and the fact that you can heal and all the bats cost 1 less. It's super broken, to be honest. I don't know who designed this card, but yeah, the card is super busted, to be honest. Both sides, like, yeah, spot removal and to sealed games, and just the healing for early in case you're playing against something aggro. She is amazing. But yeah, let me put it in here. Next, we're playing 2 copies of Old Blood King. I just haven't got the other ones in the mail, so I only got 2 copies to play today. The last tournament. This card is also insanely good, to be honest. If I had the third one, it would be amazing. The fact that it bumps all the bats +1 attack and gives them rush and assail. Sometimes this is just a threat. You don't really have to attack with him, even base form, not at the evolve. It's a threat on the field, so yeah. And next, to round up all the playable cards, just ignore the Bahamut. This is just, yeah, this could be something else. I just wanted something shiny to take spots. 2 copies of Crimson Queen. I did went into both copies of her, and same thing, this card poses a threat so much that, to be honest, it's like, yeah, it could seal games, and yeah, I really don't know what to say, to be honest. The card is super good. But yeah, and that's pretty much it. As you can see, this is the only thing I'm playing. So 3, 6, 8, I haven't got the other ones, so yeah, those are only the important ones. The other spots are just flex spots, so that's why I say ignore the Bahamut over there, because yeah. Alright, starting with cost 1 cards. You have to maximize on everything. I'll just put them in here. So we're playing the Raven that heals and the Raven that deals damage. Opening with either of them is good. If you open a combination, like if you open I don't know, both of them, it's amazing. If you open 2 of the same one, it's still amazing. It really don't matter. But yeah, one heals you, the other one deals damage to your opponent. This one puts a little bit more pressure on your opponent, so this one I feel like it's better. But yeah, the other thing is that they put a bat into the EX area on play, so yeah. And just to clarify, when a bat is played into the field, this one deals 1 damage to the opponent's leader, and this one gives you heals you 1 defense. So yeah, Next, super amazing card, same thing. Summon Bloodkin, super amazing. Not much to say. And then Vampiric Fortress. I'm going to explain something. If you open any combination of these cards, to be honest, let's say you open Vampiric Fortress and then Midnight Vampire, or if you open any combination like this, let's say that you open either two Ravens, it don't matter any of the six, all six are super good, or if you open one Raven with any of the other cards in here, you are going to do a lot of stuff. So if you open with summon Bloodkin, just play the Raven on turn 1, turn 2, just summon Bloodkin to burn 1 and attack, and obviously you have something in the, you have 2 bats in the EX. If you open with Vampiric Fortress, just play Vampiric Fortress first, look at top 3, add something to the hand, and then the next turn you just play the Raven and then crack the vampire bat, the vampire Vampiric Fortress, and draw 1 card, sorry, and make a bat, so you yet again burn 1 to your opponent. Like I said, opening with any combination of these cards, it's super insanely good. And yeah, I just don't have anything to say. These cards are amazing. That's it for cost 1s. For cost 2, we have another Raven. All the Ravens are insanely good, so yeah. But this one, you kind of don't want to see her in the opening hand. This is more of a turn 3 type scenario, or late game, mid game type scenario. She's amazing. You set, you engage her, bury a forest bat, and then choose one of 2 effects. The one deals 4 damage to something on the field and then draws you a card. The other one deals 2 to the opponent and then heals you 2, and you draw a card. The fact that you draw cards is the broken part, to be honest. It just goes through your deck pretty fast. I'm playing 3 copies of the old Vania. There's no flex pod. You can't really cut this card. Every single time I saw it, it's insanely good. If I saw multiple, just discard 1 just to have a copy of Vania on the graveyard, so you can go into this Gift of the Bloodkin, so you can draw this card. Yeah, and on play, she gets pretty big. It's a threat early game, so if you start swarming your the field and you have 4 bats and then you just drop this on turn 4, yeah, your opponent is not gonna have too much fun trying to deal with a 6/6 Vania that on the next turn it could just spot removal whatever and then hit you for 6. So yeah, there's no negotiation. You have to play all 3, at least in my opinion. Next, this card, same thing. I don't know what to say. This card is super good. Spot removal, deal 3, and then all your cost 1 get +1 attack. So yeah, pretty much the Ravens will hit hard. The Raven cost 1 will heal hard, and yeah, all the bats, you can make the bats pretty big. Super ridiculous, to be honest. I want to see if next week, if we play tests or something, I get you some games with this deck, so you can kind of see how busted this game is. Sorry, this deck is. Next, we're playing 3 copies of Gift of the Bloodkin. This card is busted if it costs 2, but if you have 5 vampires, it costs 2 less, and if you have Vania, you just draw 1, and the effect is that you make 2 bats, and if you have Vania, you draw 1. So yeah, Precious Blood Fang either makes a lot of bats and it overwhelms your opponent, or gives all the bats +1/+1. This is insanely good. If you are scared of Angelic Barrage, you could just make your bats 2/2s, and your opponent will have a lot harder time trying to get rid of it. So we're playing against Dirt. This card is really recommended in case you get Angelic Barrage. It's super insanely good. That's pretty much it. Now, cost 3, you only have the new Vania. Vania is super good. On play, you put a Forest Bat into the EX area, and then for 1 play point, you evolve into her. And for 3, and if you have 5 vampires in your graveyard, you evolve into the other one that has Thorn. So yeah, the only annoying part about this deck is that you don't have any wards, but since you heal so much, you don't really need that. You can take damage to the face with no problem whatsoever. Next, the most busted card. Like, all the cards in here are super broken. It's Unleashing the Nightmare. Oh lord, the fact that this card costs 1 less if you have a vampire card in the field, it's super insanely good. It just summons 3 bats and draws you 2. The fact that you just pot or 3 for no reason, it's super good. Obviously you have to pay 4 or 3, but yeah, there's some situations that you could have the Vampiric Fortress and have a bunch of other cards, so sometimes it's good not to commit your Vampiric Fortress, since this is Vampire and this requires a Vampire card on the field to cost 1 less. So sometimes having the Vampire Fortress on the field is a pretty good option. So yeah, the fact that it draws you 2 is super good. It cycles through your deck pretty fast, pretty good. Get to all the cards that you need. It is very rare that you run out of cards in this deck, so in case you go into the Crimson Queen place, you will pretty much do a lot of stuff. You'll do a lot of damage, believe me. Bloodkin summons 2 bats on play, and then all the effects of the other one evolves for 1, and the evolve one, I already explained it, gives all the bats plus 1 attack. So yeah, and to round up the entire deck profile, 2 copies of Crimson Queen and 2 copies of Good Luck. This is where I was debating on changing a couple things. Is that I was debating on cutting Crimson Queen and play something like Alucard, because I wanted more vampire cards. But to be honest, Crimson Queen just steals so many games that, to be honest, it's not even funny. Sometimes you could just play this at turn 6, you don't even have to evolve it, and the fact that you have the turn burst in the back, it's super good, you know. So you can either poke 3 damage to your opponent, and if your opponent doesn't get rid of the Crimson Queen, well, that's pretty much it. They either lose or will take a lot of damage. So yeah, and Cut Black right here, super insanely good. Select 2 vampire cards from your graveyard and put them into the EX area, but the sum of all the cards that you grab must be 6 or less. So yeah, pretty much everything. You could either, I don't know, Raven into, I don't know, you could go the New Vania into the New Vania, and I don't know, anything that makes you something. If you want to filter to your deck, you can go Vampiric Fortress, so on and so forth. There's so many combinations that it's just, it feels wrong. And the other effect, he's also a spot removal. You could just engage him, and for each vampiric card on the field, it deals damage to the enemy follower that you pick. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. Like I said, this deck doesn't feel fair and everything, and I feel like this is the most optimized version, because the last time I was playing Vite and I was playing a couple other cards here and there, but I feel like this is the most consistent. I never ran out of cards. I always had something in my hand. I always had the answer to everything. So compared to Black and White, and compared to the other meta contender being Earthright or Dirt, it's very hard to top this one, especially if it like the fact that this deck can overwhelm the opponent so fast, and if your opponent doesn't have an answer, yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, everything is a spot removal and a body, so yeah, everything draws you a card. So this feels, I'm not gonna say like Yu-Gi-Oh ish decks, but it feels to a certain point more broken than both of the other meta decks. And I have both of the other ones too, and I have play tested here and there, but I feel like this is probably going to be the most annoying deck, and it might win the worlds, to be honest. So yeah, but anyways, that's pretty much it for the deck profile. Obviously, if you agree with the deck profile, cool, whatever, I don't mind. Use my deck profiles for reference, yada yada yada. And yeah, hope you like this video, and I have more content to come. So yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.